let's continue with episode 2. So episode 2, the red flags you do want to see. Who do you want to see? Victoria. So continuing with the story of Victoria and Alex from the previous episode 1, and it's gonna be interesting, and you're gonna learn a lot. So and this is, not judging anyone, but this is the small things we ignore. We hope love will fix them, and they're never fixed, because the other person is playing you. But anyway, so 1. So Victoria and Alex had moved in together. Everything was going great. A few months in, Victoria starts noticing a few things. This guy is not working. He's just staying at home, watching movies, saying he's working on his laptop. No income coming in. She's taking care of everything. And she's wondering, what am I doing? Why did I move in with this person? And I really don't know what he's doing and what his plan for the future is. He convinced me that the future is us, but I can't see. The actions are not showing it. So this is the thing. So the small red flag she started noticing. Red flag number 1. Whenever they used to go out, he used to like inviting his friends. It's not bad inviting your friends, but guess who was footing the bills? Victoria. And how was she footing the bills? Alex was asking her, baby, send me some cash to my phone. I don't want my friends to see, that you're paying for the bills. I want to be seen like I'm the man, I'm paying for the bills. And Victoria is so much in love at this point. She knows that. And she's like, yeah, she does it. And it continued. He used to invite his friends to the home. They're together, happy. But at the end of the day, who's buying for everything? Victoria. So Victoria started feeling a little bit uneasy about the whole situation. Red flag number 2. This guy, his phone was always down, or he's always, texting on his phone. Not enough time again with Victoria, and Victoria never knew why that was. And so one of the fine days, Alex's phone got spoiled, and he wanted to buy another phone because it wasn't working. So so Victoria gave him one of her phones to use. And after like a month or 2, when he bought his phone, he returned the phone. But guess what? He forgot to delete everything that was on that phone. So when Victoria is looking at her phone and trying to delete everything, she's seeing conversation from around 4 to 5 women. Conversation about how Alex met them in Airbnbs, what they did, crazy details that she never expected to see. And you know what? It was one of the most difficult time for Victoria, and she didn't know what to do. And guess what? She had just found out she was pregnant, but she had not told Alex that she's pregnant. And she was wondering, how do I handle this? But because she, on seeing those texts, she exploded. Like what any normal person will do, that, I'm not expecting my person to be doing this, and I'm catering for everything. I'm doing each and everything to make us afloat. Like I'm working. So she asked him to leave for 1 week so that they can try and figure things out. And I think one of those moments where she had, I think she felt down or something, and she was very proud, and she didn't tell us, her friends, what was going on at that time. So she ended up talking to Alex. Alex convinced her that they can work through things out. And now all over the phone calls that they were having, she had told him, I'm pregnant, I don't know what to do, I'm confused. And Alex, somehow got back in. He came back home. They discussed. Alex promised never to do that, go out with other women. The excuse Alex used, I've never been in such a serious relationship, and I want to make this work. I want a family with you, and it was all crazy. It was too crazy. And then she found out one of the things she found out was that Alex was telling people that he's paying for rent, what, from one of the close friends, but she didn't mind that. She was just like, you know what, let him have his say, because Victoria knows what she's doing. And that was also another red flag that she should have seen this guy in the face of the earth, like of everybody. She just wants to be seen like the person who's doing the most, and she's doing nothing. And and that's something which is crazy for somebody to always to take that anyway. I don't even know how to explain that. So another thing she found out crazy, another red flag, she got a call from a baby mama. Baby mama. And then the baby mama tells her, I'm sorry, I had called you, I'm trying to talk to Alex. He had called me using this number, and who are you? So Victoria explains, this, we are living with, yeah, but who are you? So the other lady says, the baby mama, and I wanted Alex to support me in some financial thing for the baby, because he's not been contributing anything, and I really need him to start contributing. Victoria was shocked. She was like, this man had not told her that he had another baby outside there, or other babies outside there. So it was a complete shock. So crazy. So the lady tells her, I'm not even the only baby mama. I don't know how come you don't know about this, but we are 4 of us, and we're now the wife. So just know he has 4 other babies out there, and if yeah, that's the life, and he's not supporting all of them. And it's crazy. That was that was a blow to Victoria, and Victoria didn't know how to go about it. So she completely felt like she was sidelined, and she, it's like one of those Jonas's moves, polygamist. So when she talked to him, he explained it away by saying, I didn't want you to know because you judged me and all that. But Victoria was tired, she was starting to realize the mistakes that she had made, and and she couldn't even explain what he was doing. So that's another red flag. She didn't know, like what she was doing, what he was, what he was doing, and everything started becoming fuzzy. And she's expecting his child. She just didn't she didn't know what to do. At this point, she just decided, you know what, I need to figure things out, and I need to do that by myself while in this relationship. And she stayed in the relationship while nurturing her pregnancy. And sometimes the biggest red flag isn't what someone else is doing, it's how we often explain it. We explain that behavior away, that makes us uncomfortable. So always go with your intuition. And intuition, they don't shout, they whisper. Like that question is usually at the back of the mind, and the question is, are you listening? And you need to be very careful because we've got a lot of people who play others. And if you pick those red flags, you're gonna save yourself a lot of heartache, and protect your ears. You're not gonna lose your ears, because the more you stay with a person while you're seeing the red flags, and this person is not changing, even when you discuss about it, you're wasting your years away. So please protect your peace, as I always say. So if this story makes you think of somebody or reminds you of someone, trust yourself a little bit more. That's what I can tell you. um, you know, this conversation, I can say it was worth having, because all of us, most of us, we've seen red flags, we've let it go, and we never stop to listen to that question at the back of our mind. So today, what um, I'm, I'm asking all of you out there is, trust your intuition. Always listen to the question behind your head. Small nagging feeling, always listen to that. It's gonna help you. So next Monday, we'll tackle the next episode, and it will be about Victoria and Alex, still on the same story, and this is when trust quietly disappears. What happens, and it's gonna be interesting. Interesting. There's some things Victoria did that, oh my, it's crazy, mad. You will just be blown away. So again, I'm Dee, and this has been Coffee with Dee. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, like, and share it with somebody else. This might help somebody, um, who might need to hear about this. And until next time, take care of your heart, protect your peace, and I'll see you over another cup of coffee. Goodbye.